Hey, what's up, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So it's been a while since I've done a story time like this. I hope you enjoy this one. Leave a like if you do enjoy it, and let's just jump right into this story, okay? So this story time takes place back when I was in LA. I was visiting there for a few months, and I was renting this house for a little bit with a few of my friends. And out of nowhere, I just got sick. Like it was a cold or something. I wasn't feeling good. So I was just in my room, pretty much in bed, sleeping as much as I could, drinking vitamin C, just not doing a whole lot, just trying to feel better. And one night, I'm in my room, like last day before I started to feel better. So, like, it was the final stages of my sickness. And I'm in my room on the phone with someone, just looking out the window. It was a nice view of LA. I was, like, actually enjoying myself for the first time in a few days. And I see this giant light flash on my window. And I literally thought it was a thunderstorm. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell was that? Was that thunder? And I was like, wait, what? No, I'm in California. Like, there's no way it's raining right now. And then I heard this really, really loud noise approaching the house. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then the light flashes my window again into our yard. And it's like staying there this time. And then I think to myself, holy shit, is there a helicopter above my house right now? So I quickly walk over to the window and I tell the person I'm on the phone with, hold on a sec. And I look out my window and I look up and there's a helicopter just hovering in the sky above my house. And it has a giant light shining down on my house. So I quickly run out of my room and down the hallway to my other friend's room, and I open the door, and he's looking out the window, and he's like, dude, what is that? I'm like, I think there's a helicopter outside. He's like, yeah, why? I'm like, I have no idea. So then me and him run downstairs, and all of our other friends are in the living room, and we're like, guys, there's a helicopter outside. And then I look out the main window in the living room, and I realize there's a bunch of cop cars out front. And I'm like, oh shit, we're getting swatted. And they're all like, what? How? What? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how someone got this address. And we were all just so confused on who could have our address because we literally just moved into this house like a week prior to this. And none of us did anything to give out the address. And my friends were really confused because a lot of them didn't do YouTube and thought that it was impossible for them to ever get swatted. So anyway, in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, I have to go out there and talk to them because this is only going to get worse if I don't go out there and explain that someone's pranking us. So I tell my friends, I'm like, all right, I'm going out there. And my one friend just goes, I'm going to hide in the basement. I can't deal with this shit right now. And he just turns around and runs downstairs and hides in the basement. And I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. So I start walking down the stairs that go to the front door. And there's this giant window that outlooks into the driveway of our house right by the stairs. So the police that are in the driveway are looking at me through this window with their flashlights on. And I'm looking at them, and I just put my hands up and keep walking down the stairs towards the front door because I didn't want them to think that I was a threat or something. And also, if I was getting swatted, they probably would have told me to put my hands up when I got outside anyway. So I figured I'm just going to do it now. So as I'm walking down these stairs, looking out the window at these police officers with my hands up, one of them just gives me the weirdest look. It wasn't like an angry look. It looked like he was confused as hell as to why I had my hands up. It was like a kind of, what the hell is this kid doing type look. So I walk outside and I realize now none of the police are looking at me through the window and they're not even looking at me or the house. And they're just looking at the house next door. And the helicopter light is now shining at the house next door. And I'm like, what the hell? So then my friend comes out behind me and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. So we both walk up to one of the police officers and we both ask him what was going on. And he's like, oh, the alarm went off next door. We think that the house could have been broken into. And I'm like, oh, okay. So nothing to do with our house? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. He's like, yeah, no problem. Have a good night. And we're like, yeah, you too. And we turn around and we walk back into our house and we shut the door and we both just look at each other. And we're just so relieved because we weren't getting swatted. Because I honestly thought that I was going to open that front door and have all of the police screaming at me to put my hands up. And I thought that I was going to have to explain to them that some nerd on the internet prank phone called them and lied. But luckily I didn't have to do that because some nerd didn't prank phone call them. But like I really thought I was getting swatted for a second because straight up the first thing I saw was just a police helicopter with a giant light shining down on our windows. Like that was pretty scary. But anyway, all in all, everything was okay. We got back inside and we explained to the rest of our friends that it was for the house next door, not us. And my other friend was just chilling in the basement the whole time, just watching Netflix, completely unfazed. But he was relieved also to find out that we weren't getting swatted. But yeah, in the end, everything was all good with us. I don't know what happened to that person's house. I think it was like a false alarm because the police left pretty soon after we talked to them and everything seemed okay. But I'm not sure. But yeah, in the end, everything was okay with us. I thought that was a pretty crazy story time, and I thought you guys would enjoy this. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy the story time. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
Straight. My boss is a fucking bitch. Matter of fact, you could tell that hoe I fucking quit. I just got $1 for a raise. What the fuck is this? I can make more money on the train doing fucking flips. Barely got enough to go and break, eat some fucking chips. And you always wonder why I'm late for my fucking shift. I don't smile enough, I know. My shirt's never tucked, I know. You should write me up, I don't give a fuck about emails, about retail when I'm not at work.